current war director's cut stars Benedict Cumberbatch, Michael Shannon, and Nicholas Hoult, and it's basically the current war of Thomas Edison, Westinghouse, and Tesla. In the 1800s of who's going to have the first light bulb. Is it going to be DC current? Is it going to be AC current? Is it going to be combined? Are they going to use Tesla's Niagara Falls proportion? Are they going to use Edison's light bulb? Because they are his light bulbs, but other people are kind of stealing his light bulbs. Not really the light bulbs, but the actual screw. So that's where the screw patent's at. But this is the true story / events of the 1800s current war. Who's going to win the contract at the World Fair in Chicago? Is it Edison or Westinghouse? Is Tesla going to team up with Edison or Westinghouse? If you already know the story, then you probably know the conclusion of this. But what I like about this movie, I liked a lot about this movie. I went in thinking, oh, this is going to be another history piece, but the acting was great. I love the direction. I love the editing. I love the score. Like I said, the acting, the writing, everything was crisp, edited well. Like I said, the main part, what I liked the most was the cinematography / directing of how they do these weird camera angles, and like it would be kind of out of frame. Like the people would be on the side over here, but you'll be focused right here, or it'll be like really close shots, like downward shots of the people's faces, or it'd be like right here in their face. And you're like, I kind of like the whole you're getting their facial expressions at there on the spot. Because the whole battle of this is Edison is saying Westinghouse's power or his DC AC can actually kill people. Kind of like a whole, like you're jumping a battery. If you put a positive to a negative, negative to a positive, how if you do that, you can actually kill someone. Just the wrong currents together will electrocute someone. Which also they bring up the subplot of the first person being electrocuted in an electric chair, just because they're trying to find a more humane way to kill people that done horrendous crimes. So there are all these little subplots. Thomas Edison's wife, the electric chair, Tom Hiddleston's character, kind of the secretary of Edison, and then Westinghouse is how his morals come into play. Like they show this old when he was in a war, a gun battle almost. So there's all these small subplots, which I just love this movie. The only thing I could say that's negative, I wish they kind of went more on Thomas Edison's family, like the background of what they had to go through. I mean, they do a little bit, but I feel like the kids were kind of pushed in the background. And I wish they had more of that, as well as the Tesla's character. They had him in there about him being an immigrant and everything like that, but they would show him in the beginning, and then like for a good, I want to say 30-40 minutes, he's not in the movie, and they finally show him at the last 20 minutes because he actually teamed up with one of these people to create and win the Chicago World Fair contract, if you want to put it that way. But I love how the movie's shot. Since I'm in the contracting world, it's kind of interesting how they give their proposals and how they kind of had a source selection in it, so it's kind of funny. But the current war director's cut. I say director's cut because it was a Winston Company cut. Apparently, that was like, Winston Company that because he's known to like cut movies how he wants to do it, kind of like Snowpiercer, how the director kind of screwed him over doing that. But the Winstons like cutting it the way only they like to cut it. So the director probably got it back to this 101 studio and how he wanted to do it and kind of released it how he wanted to. But the current war, I loved it. It was a breeze. I enjoy movies like this. So the current war will receive, director's cut, will receive a 4.5 out of 5 with Futons, which equals at 90%. So the critics' news scores gave this film. So you have critics at 57% with 56 of them. Audience score at 83% with 29. Here's critic consensus. If it lacks the powerful voltage that its impressive cast suggests, the current war director's cut represents a significant improvement over previous versions. So apparently this is a very vastly better movie than the one that the Winstons actually cut it to be. But I love this movie. So this guy's direction, cinematography, I was in this. Like I saw the White House before. I just wasn't in that. Like I loved looking at the White House, but I just wasn't into the story. I loved looking at it and was into the story, and I could see this being in my top 10 actually of the year. But do you agree with the 57, 83 of the 90? Chase like the Blue Futon. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think of Futonatopia, you Blue Futonians. Thanks for watching, and have a great day. I got one more to do. I got one more movie to watch. Light bulb!